This is WENY News.
Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Kelly Meyer. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. A bicyclist in critical condition this morning after colliding with an SUV in Elmira. It happened yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Woodlawn Avenue and Clemens Center Parkway. The driver was cooperative and the victim was taken to Ogden Medical Center with serious injuries. Police closed Clemens Center Parkway from Division to Grand Central, along with Thurston and Woodlawn Avenue, so they could investigate further. According to the Star-Gazette, Elmira Police Sergeant Tim Dacey confirmed the bicyclist was a male, but he didn't know his age. Police are still piecing together the circumstances of the accident. No names were released. And in Southport, Chemung County Sheriff's deputies are searching for 4 men wanted for a home invasion. Around 1:30 Wednesday morning, 4 men burst into an apartment on Adams Street. The person at the home told police the 4 men were armed with handguns. The resident was assaulted and some items were stolen. One man now sits in the Watkins Glen jail this morning for trespassing. He pleaded guilty to trespassing on Crestwood Midstream property, and the man is one of 10 protesters arrested last week protesting at the Crestwood Midstream gas storage facility. The group appeared in the Reading Town Court this evening, and with them were dozens of fellow protesters and supporters. And for his sentence, 75-year-old Dwayne Wilder was to pay a $250 fine or spend 15 days behind bars. Wilder chose jail. The other 9 cases were postponed for discussions with the district attorney. And we'll get to Craig now with the full forecast. Craig?
Okay, Kelly, thanks a lot, and good morning to you as we take a look at kind of a long-range snapshot of what we think will occur here by mid to late next week, so about a week from now, roughly. And some of the coldest air of the season is lurking, and it looks like the jet stream carves out a decent trough here in the east and northeast. So that will make way for some of the coldest air of the season, potentially, to filter south. And with the cold air, the potential for some lake effect in the lake-favored areas, so we'll keep an eye on that. But that's the way it looks right now. Some of the coldest air we've seen so far arriving Wednesday and beyond. So that means temperatures by that point likely in the 30s for highs. See if that changes. Still several days away, and there's plenty of room for error in that forecast. Weather's evolution. That's how it rolls. So 50 today. That's if we're lucky. I think most of the day spent in the 40s. And we'll be tracking wet weather that will be arriving here from south to north. So that implies northern tier gets wet first, second, southern tier, and then third would be the Finger Lakes this afternoon. Bottom line, everyone's going to get wet today. And you'll see that here with Future Track at 3. Some heavier pockets of rain possible through sections of the Finger Lakes, that yellow area that you see right there. Rest of us seeing wet weather today and into tonight as well. Now, late tonight, there may be just enough cold air filtering across the Twin Tiers for a little bit of wintry mixture in spots. Some of the higher elevations around the Twin Tiers, not going to accumulate much tonight. Now, Friday, blustery cold weather, scattered rain and wet snow showers for the higher terrain on Friday. And temperatures Friday only in the 40s, but here's the thing, it's a gusty north and northwest wind Friday, so even though we're going to get into the 40s, it's not going to feel like that. The blustery northwest wind, 15 to 30 miles per hour. So here's what we can expect today. As I mentioned, it turns wet for just about everyone. Some wet snowflakes around Friday, mainly for the higher terrain, and again, that long-lasting cold snap potential into next week. Here's satellite and Doppler radar, and what's happening is we have this circulation here over the upper lakes. That's low pressure, also a stationary boundary draped to the south. What's going to happen is that low over the lakes is going to kind of team up with that stationary boundary and then funnel this moisture right up over us today. So eventually everyone's going to get in on the wet weather as that low kind of links up with that stationary boundary to the south and then brings the wet weather up into the picture. So your 7-day forecast is right there for you, taking you through the weekend in the 40s, maybe some 50s around here by early next week. Kelly?
All right, thanks so much, Craig. Well, for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star-Gazette. I'm Kelly Meyer. Have a great Thursday, everyone.